Sunny, Suvit, Akshata, Seher, Rajiv, Devidas, and Raisi, and Praveen. Are you able to hear me well? Okay. Fine. Okay. So, introduction to law. You have studied this earlier, right? Yeah, good evening. So, first of all, let's do this topic and then I'll tell you what has to be done next. I hope my voice is audible. Okay. So, can you see the PPT on the board? So, the Indian Contract Act 1872. Now, law consists of rules that regulate the conduct of individuals, businesses, and other organizations within society. So, if law won't be there, what will be the drawback of it? They won't be able to keep anyone in control, right? Whether it's in business or whether it's to monitor the, like citizens, right? Right? Yeah. So, law means any rule of conduct, standard, or pattern to which actions are required to conform, right? Yeah, so if there is no law, whether it's business law or like the civil law, what will be the drawback for the same? Write that in chat box. Write that down in the chat box itself. Yeah, so write it down. Suppose there is no law in the society. We will be like beasts, right? There won't be any difference between animals and humans then, right? Yeah, lot of crime. Yes, no control on anyone. Correct. Exactly. Now, object of law. Object of law is the creation and protection of legal rights to maintain order in the society, right? Keeping the peace, shaping moral standards, promoting social justice, maintaining the status quo, facilitating orderly change, maximizing individual freedom, right? So it keeps us in control and also it ensures Okay, so it keeps us in control, and it also ensures that the personal, we can say, see, being the individuals, like there is constitution in every country, right? We also have got constitution. So as per the constitution of India, each individual has got certain rights, right? And if someone is prohibiting you or stopping you from like practicing those rights, that won't law will punish them, right? So we can say that law maximizes individual freedom. What are the laws of an individual as per the constitution of India? Do you have any idea? What all are the rights of an individual as per the law, as per the constitution of India? See, everyone has got the freedom to live, to and see, if you are above 18, and in case of a girl, and above 21 in case of a boy, then you have got the right to choose your life partner, right? And if someone is stopping you from doing that, you can the law will put them behind bars, right? That would be an offense in that case, right? Okay, now, ignorance of law is no excuse. So no one can ignore law, right? Everyone has to follow it, irrespective of your position in the society. Even if you are the prime minister of the country, still you fall under that law, right? Every member of the society is expected that his actions conform to a set pattern or standards as reflected in legal rules. So if I am exempting from following the rules, it would be a offense, right? And I can only follow the rules and law if I know about it, right? For this purpose, he is presumed to know the legal rules. He cannot take the plea that he did not know them, right? Earlier you might have heard there was a tradition in the society in Hindus, especially Rajputs, that the women used to burn themselves. That was sati, with the corpse of the husband, right? That was being practiced during earlier times, right? Right or not? Yeah. So now it is a criminal offense. If it is still being practiced in some, rural villages, but it is an offense. The law against sati has been passed during the British times, and it is very, very powerful now. Okay, and even dowry, taking dowry or giving dowry is also a crime, right? Yeah. Now, business law. Business law is also termed as commercial law and mercantile law. Now, business law is generally used to denote that the portion of law which deals with rights and obligations arising out of transactions between mercantile people. So business law, what is the difference between law and business law? Can anyone quote out that? What is the difference between law and business law? See, business law ensures that there is a fair dealing when it comes to business. Nobody is devoid of their rights. Devidas, are you able to hear me well now? Prabha, Aman, Resi, Praveen, Devidas, Rajiv, Seher, Akshata, Suvit and Sunny. Are you able to hear me? Who all are not able to hear me well? I guess Aman, can you please re-log in again? See, others can hear me clearly. Okay, Aman. Aman, hi everyone. Hi Rashid. Okay. Aman, are you able to hear me well now? Okay, other than Aman, others can hear me well. Devidas, are you able to hear me well now? Devidas, are you able to hear me well or not? Please respond in the chat box. Now, business law is generally used to denote that portion of law which deals with rights and obligations arising out of transactions between mercantile persons. Now, in absence of business law, what is going to happen? So if there is no business law, what will be the drawbacks? Okay, please write it down in the chat box. Suppose there is no business law, okay, then what will be the drawback for the same? Can you write the drawbacks, at least 3 to 4 drawbacks if there is no business law? What will happen in that case? So if there is no business law, what will be the drawback? Dispute between the partners. Might is right. What else? What else? There won't be any fair dealing, right? There won't be any protection of rights, whether of consumers, right? Yes, no obligation, correct. Now, the term appears to be a convenient way of grouping together the laws that should be regarded important for men in business. It includes following laws: law of contracts, right? Law of contracts, Sales of Goods Act, Partnership Act, Company Law, Negotiable Instrument Act, Insurance Act. So let's talk about the Indian Contract Act 1872. Yeah. Now, the law of contract, what is that? It is that branch of law which determines the circumstances in which promises made by the parties to a contract shall be legally binding on them. Okay? So this is what law of contract says. It defines remedies available. Okay? Condition under which remedies are available. Fine. Is it clear? Okay. Condition under which remedies are available. Moreover, so let me give you the brief idea of what this law says. Okay. Now, so the law of contract. Just a second. Law of contract. Is this much clear to everyone? Is this much clear to everyone? Okay. So law of contract. Let's deal with this in brief. The Indian Contract Act 1872. Now, let's get the brief idea of what this act is. Okay. Now, so this is the video link. Can you please click on this, everyone out there, and watch this? Please watch this video. Yeah, please watch this. Are you able to open the video, everyone out there? Okay, let me ask again. Eman, are you able to hear me well? Eman? Aman, please respond. Aman, are you able to hear me well? Aman, please respond. Okay. So Aman, I was teaching them about Indian Contract Act 1872 in order to get the clear idea. Give the clear idea, I have given them one video link. Okay. So just watch that and then I'll give you the brief idea verbally. Just watch that video. Once you are done with the video, please let me know. Are you done with the video? Sanopar, Aman, Devidas, Rashid, Prabha, Vesi, Praveen, Rajiv, Seher, Akshata, Suvit and Sunny. Okay, okay. So just watch it properly and then I'll give you the idea. So just watch it for a few more minutes and then rest you can watch at home. Then I'll give you the interpretation of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Two more minutes. Okay, rest you can watch at home. Okay. Now let me give you the brief idea of it. Please pay heed to the board. Is it clear so far, everyone out there? Okay. Now, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or acceptance, then he is said to make a proposal. When the person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent hereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. A proposal when accepted becomes a promise, right? You can watch the rest at home. So when a proposal is being accepted, it is a promise, okay? The person making the proposal is promiser and the person accepting the proposal is promisee, okay? When at the desire of the promiser, the promisee or any other person has done or abstained from doing or does or abstains from doing or promises to do or abstains, okay? Wait. So is the concept of promiser and promisee clear to you? Okay. Every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement. Promises which form the consideration or part of the consideration for each other are reciprocal promises. An agreement not enforceable by law. If agreement is not enforceable by law, then it is said to be void. An agreement enforceable by law is a contract. Okay, you sign a contract at the time of joining some firm, right? An agreement which is enforceable by law at the option of one or more parties thereto, but not at the option of the others, is called voidable contract. Okay, a contract which ceases to be enforceable by law becomes void when it ceases to be enforceable. Fine. So in simple words, I can say, let me give you the simple idea of this. Now, I have got one case study for this. So let me share with you. Okay. Now, just give me a moment, please. So I have got one PPT for this. So let me share it with you. Okay. The Indian contract law. In the meanwhile, okay, it will take some time for it to come on the board. So in the meanwhile, let's continue with the other PPTs and other slides, and once that PPT will be there on the board, I'll switch over to that. Fine. Is it clear? I hope you don't have any issues with the thing, because I don't want to waste any time waiting for the PPT to come on the board. Fine. Okay, great. Now, a system of rules and guidelines usually enforced through a set of institutions. Contract law regulates everything from buying a bus ticket to trading on derivative markets. Fine. Property law. What does that define? Do you know what does property law define? Does anyone know that? Is my voice okay? Is my voice okay? Are you able to hear me well? Everyone out there? Is it okay now? Aman, I guess there is some issue at your end only because others are able to hear me perfectly. Okay, so let's talk about property law. It defines rights and obligations related to the transfer and title of personal and real property. Okay, if the harm is criminalized in legislation or case law, criminal law offers means by which the state can prosecute the perpetrator. Okay, now let's see different definitions. What is a proposal? When one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. What is this abstinence? What is this abstinence? What is the meaning of word abstinence? No one knows that? Should I explain you? Okay. Wait. I'll explain you the meaning of abstinence first. So okay. So see, it's like the practice of preventing yourself in getting like addicted to something. Fine. Self-control, self-discipline kind of a thing. Right. Very good, Evan. Okay. So when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or abstinence from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such a act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal. Promise. What is promise? When a person to whom the proposal is made signifies his assent thereto, the proposal is said to be accepted. A proposal when accepted becomes a promise, right? Okay. The person making the proposal is called promiser, right? And the person accepting the proposal is called the if promise. When at the desire of promiser, the promisee or any other person has clone or abstained from doing or does or abstains from doing or promises to do or to abstain from doing something, such act of abstinence or promise is called consideration. Fine? Is it clear? Sure. Aman, you want to ask something? Is it okay now? Aman, is my voice okay now? Sehir, are you able to hear me well? Are you okay? Agreement. Every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement, right? And what is contract? An agreement enforceable by law would be a contract, and if law cannot enforce any agreement, that would be void, right? Okay. Now, what is a contract? An agreement enforceable by law is a contract, right? This is what I told you earlier. All agreements are contracts if they are made by free consent of parties competent to contract for a lawful consideration and with a lawful object and are not hereby expressed declared to be void. Now, what is a contract? Let me give you certain examples, day-to-day examples. I promise to bring chocolates to the whole class. Is there a contract? I promise to give you 100 rupees if ride your bike to someplace and back to someplace in less than 2 hours. Is there a contract? I give you 2 rupees for your cola. Is there a contract? I promise to give you a new bicycle if you agree not to eat Chinese food for 1 year. Is there a contract? So definition of a contract. Let's see what is the definition of a contract. A legally binding agreement. That means there must be some kind of agreement between two parties, okay? But it doesn't mean all the agreements are contracts, because not all agreements are legally enforceable. Now, what is this legally enforceable? I'm using that word again and again. It means that the court will say that an agreement is a contract. Fine? Now, what are the essential elements of a valid contract? Right? Okay, let's do the definition first. To decide if an agreement is legally enforceable as a contract, a court will apply the rules and principles of law of contract. Okay? Therefore, knowing a little about these rules can help business people to create valid contracts. Okay? So that's why it is being said that learn about that law. You should know about that law. Okay? Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Renan, Suvit, Akshata, Seher, Rajiv, Praveen, Raisi, Prabha, Rashid, Aman, Sanobar, Devi Das and Nixon. Great. Now, essential elements of a valid contract: agreement, offer and acceptance, right? Legal consequences, that is rights and obligations, capacity of the contracting parties, consideration, legal object-free consent, certainty, possibility of performance, writing and registration, not expressly declared to be void. Okay. Now, what is an offer? An offer can be defined as follows: an expression of willingness to contract on certain terms, made with the intention that it shall become binding as soon as it is accepted by the person to whom it is addressed. Is the definition of offer clear to everyone? Okay. Devidas, is my voice okay? Okay, fine. Now, essentials of offer. It must be an expression of willingness to do or abstain from doing something, right? Such expression must be to another person, right? Such expression must be made with the intention to obtain the assent of the other person to such an act or abstinence. Clear? Now, communication of offer. The communication of a proposal is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. A proposal by letter to sell a house to A proposes by letter to sell a house to B at certain price. The communication of the proposal is complete when B receives the letter. Fine? Clear? Now, what is acceptance? Acceptance is the second half of a contract, right? Okay, you have laid down your terms, okay, to me, and if I accept it, it would be the second half of a contract, right? If the bill offers Ben a bag of sweets for 20 paisa and Ben says I accept, clearly a contract has been made, right? Is it clear? Is it clear, Aman? Is it clear, everyone? How about you, Aman? So see, you are offering me something, and if I say, okay, I accept it, then a contract has been made. The law explains that there must be evidence from both sides of genuine agreement between parties. Clear? So acceptance when it comes to acceptance. How we define it? Accept agreement to all terms of an offer by words or conduct. Fine? Is it clear? Is it clear, Aman? See, if you are offering me something, okay, and if I say I accepted, so that means acceptance has been made, okay. So if I agree to all the terms of an offer by words or conduct, then it's accepted, okay. What is confusing you, Emin? Emin, this is a bit tough, so you need to go through this PPT again at home to get the clear idea, okay. This won't get clear to you in one go. You'll have to read it all again at home, so to get the clear understanding of it. And even after that, if you are not able to, get it, then you can ask me in the class next time. Fine? See, verbal agreement, when it comes to verbal agreement, no one does that now. No company will do that now. Because what is the guarantee that other person, what is the guarantee? You need to have it on paper. Suppose you have given me 1 lakh rupees, okay, by cash. I may say you have not given me, right? So nowadays what people do, they give you through check, right? See, agreement has been made if both the parties have agreed to it, but there is a possibility then other might cheat you. So that's why everything is done in papers now, or through email, so that you can have the records. Okay? Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear, Aman? No. Essentials of acceptance. Acceptance must be given only by the person to whom the offer is being made. Suppose you are telling me that, okay, I will give you this car in 2 lakh rupees. And if I say yes, then acceptance has been made. I have given my acceptance. I have accepted the offer. Must be absolute and unqualified. Must be in prescribed mode or reasonable manner. Must be communicated within reasonable time. Acceptance must succeed an offer, right? Okay. Rejected offers can be accepted only if renewed. So if you say that I will give my car in 2 lakh rupees, I will say no, I have the budget of 1.5 lakh. Okay. So if you will say okay, I can sell you at that price, then it would be acceptance from my end. So it would be like rejected offer will be accepted in that case. Right? Fine. Is it clear? All right. Okay. Communication of an acceptance. The communication of an acceptance is complete as against the proposer when it is put in a course of transmission to him so as to be out of power of the acceptor, as against the acceptor when it comes to the knowledge of the proposer. Example: B accepts A's proposals by a letter sent by post. The communication of acceptance is complete as against A when the letter is posted, as against B when the letter is received by A. Clear? Now, void contracts. In fact, these are not contracts at all. They have no legal effect. Okay. As we will see in later classes, there are a number of things which can be make a void contract. Example: mistakes. The important thing to remember is that you cannot enforce a void contract. Fine. Now, so I have taught you a lot of things under this. So introduction to contract, agreement and consideration. You have to do these 3 quizzes and they will be under this link. So you have to choose 3 quizzes, that is under unit 2 you will find 10, 11 and 12. You have to solve all these 3. Fine? Yes, now itself. Yes, exactly. So 10, 11 and 12. Are you able to get it? Did you get it or not? 10th and 11th. Okay, you can solve 10th and 11th under unit 2. Sunny, Suvit, Akshata, Seher, Rajiv, Praveen, Resi, Prabha, Rashid, Sanobar, Devidas, Nixon, Anas and Mohammed Shabaz. Are you solving it or not? Okay. Please solve it and let me know your scores. Akshita, there are many questions. What you have to do? See, let me tell you what has to be done. Akshita, do you know what you have? Okay, fine, great. Unit 2. Unit 2 Nixon. Unit 2, 10th and 11. Introduction to Contracts and Agreement. Okay, okay. You can do that too. I don't mind it. Mohammed Shahbaz, Anas, Nixon, Devidas, Hanover, Rashid, Prabha, Resi, Praveen, Rajiv, Seher, Akshata and Sunny. Are you solving the question? Okay, okay. Once you are done, just let me know. Everyone done with the same? Sunny, Akshata, Seher, Rajiv, Praveen, Resi, Prabha, Rashid, Sanovar, Devidas, Nixon, Anas and Mohammed Shahbaz. Are you done with it? We have 2 more minutes to go. I will check it. I will check it. I have got your answers. Wait, I'll just check it. I'll let you know the answers. Wait. I know. Okay, I'll let you know score. I will let you know your scores. Okay. Have you mentioned your name and email address there? Okay, I'll get the scores through email itself. And have you added my ID too there itself? See, you have to put in instructor's ID too. But anyways, I have your answers. I'll just mark it individually. Okay. And then I will let you know your scores. Do you have anything to ask from whatever I have taught today? If you have any queries related to whatever I have taught today, please do ask me in the chat box. Do you have anything to ask? Sunny, Akshata, Seher, Rajiv, Resi, Praveen, Prabha, Sanobar, Devidas, Nixon, Anas and Mohammed Shehbaz. Is it clear so far? Yeah, I know. I have got your answers. Don't worry about it. I'll just check it and I'll let you know your scores in the next class itself. So thank you so much. See you next week. Okay. Take care. And don't forget to fill the feedback form.